Yo, let's blow stuff up. Blowing stuff up on a Tuesday,
Folks,
blowing stuff up.
Welcome back to the Producer Lounge. We are brought to you by
Jedediah Lane.
as always, our benefactor. It's episode 241, guys. It's a special episode.
Wow.
It's more special than anything that's come before. Because it's a new episode.
Because it's new. And according to How I Met Your Mother, newer is always better.
That's right. So, folks, welcome DerteeDisco back to the show.
Oh, Cree in the building.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, you have a one-piece shirt on?
I sure do.
God damn, son. Have you seen it all the way through?
I'm caught up currently
Oh,
to
Jesus
the
Christ.
manga.
To
jealous.
the manga.
The manga.
That's sick. Nice.
Yeah.
So, folks, we're going to talk about production for the next, however long.
Could be days.
Welcome in. Quick shout out to Jacob Waters. Welcome back. Hello.
What up, Jack Kolb? Jacob.
And we had a follow by, I don't know how to say his name, but I'm going to call him Admiral Dog.
Nice.
Because it's like Aradama Dobit Dog.
I cannot read that.
Yeah, it's insane. It's a great name.
Thank you, though.
Yes, it's a great name.
Yeah.
Shout out
take
to you.
it.
And we have a birthday for Meredith. Happy birthday, Meredith.
Oh,
Now back to the show.
happy birthday, girl.
Will the owner of a silver Ford please move your truck?
Correct.
Nice.
Your lights are on.
Your lights are on.
We had
Cree.
one of those mid-podcast the other day. Someone else's podcast.
Yeah, we
but
did.
The neighbor was
We
like,
did.
"Can we move
Yeah.
the car?"
I had to interrupt the pod and then edit it out. Shout out Racket House Podcast. Go check it out if you want to figure out some marketing shit. He's fucking super smart. So Cree,
What up?
you've grown since the last time you were on here.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
taller.
Taller, wiser, blinder.
His brain has gotten bigger. Look at it. It's pushing the fro further out.
Yes, the
He's-
the cranium is getting filled with production tips.
Chia. And,
Do you have a chia pet when you were a kid?
no, I wanted one, but I've had a couple as an adult.
Oh.
Worth it?
Yeah, they're great.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
But you got to get one that's like, you're like, oh, it's a Mike Tyson. You know, like it's got to be something worth having a ridiculous thing.
True.
You know, they can't just be like a refrigerator. It's like, do you just like refrigerators? Like, I don't know. That's the
Is
first
the
thing in my head. went
refrigerator a pet?
to. It can be if it's chia.
Yeah. I mean, they used to have pet rocks.
That's true.
So you could do a pet with anything.
My pet
a pet
rock.
dog.
I do have a pet dog. It's called Bitwig, and it's
Oh.
beautiful and gorgeous, and I love her so much.
So would you
She's a
say
wonderful piece of software.
amongst your guests, like who's been on the most? Is it me?
You're up there.
You're definitely up
It's probably Victor.
Victor, for sure. I think he's done like 14.
Yeah,
wanna say?
it's been a lot.
Whoa.
12 to
there.
14.
He's been in here from the beginning.
Which it's
Yeah.
been months since we've had him, so we need to get him back on.
I thought I
Any
was,
Heights, shout out.
I thought I was getting close to getting like my SNL jacket, whatever
I
that
know, right?
equivalent is.
No,
but
that's
apparently
that's
not.
that's a 20.
He's just a weird outlier because you're definitely like neck and neck with the
True.
the secondary tier is
Yeah,
all like
with,
around
like, the most of them.
4 or 5
Yeah.
or something.
He is just,
He's just way up here.
yeah.
I love it.
And John is somewhere in between as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd say,
But a regular, nonetheless,
yes.
which is
You've
one of
now
my favorite
entered-
things.
You've entered
On the
regular
pod.
status.
Man, I can't wait to see my emoji. My regular Twitch emoji.
Actually,
great.
that would be sick. It's just a little fro.
No face, only fro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so how's the tunage writing been going?
Tunage is good. Yeah, last time I came on, I probably did I only had 2 or 3 side tracks, and I was kind of doing maybe one every 2 weeks, kind of finishing it close, start to finish. And now we're kind of getting into finishing 2 a week. So,
That's
pretty
fucking
good stuff. And getting like not a template exactly, but like recognizing what sounds I really like, what sounds good together,
Yeah.
where I can kind of like be creative and where like these are the consistent standards I need to meet with my labels and stuff. So it's been going good.
Okay, sick. Yeah, that is good. You're starting to get like a little bit of a process going for
Yeah.
it.
Sounds like so much fun. I remember that shit. Like when you first start figuring out, like, oh my God, I can just do this and crank bitches out. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love to hear this.
Which is like weird though, because I feel like most people, when they're, at least from what I've seen online, right, is that they say that when they're figuring that out, they kind of start working on like remix work or something else like that. Where I've been like opposite side of the deep
go.
end, like originals only. Every time I keep trying to do a
Big
remix, it
sheesh.
does not sound great. So I'm working
Well,
on it. But
that's
yeah.
I mean, that's the key, is knowing that it doesn't sound great. You
Yeah.
know?
True.
Fucking a bad like bootleg remix situation is the death of me. If I'm in the club and a bad one comes on, I'm just like,
Yeah.
like I already am fuming with just an edit, and then I'm like, and then it's bad. I'm like, fuck, why did you make me listen to this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is a bummer.
Yeah, it's always funny. I was on Bandcamp the other day, and for whatever reason, I wanted to see if Skrillex had a Bandcamp, and he didn't. But there was a bunch of like remixes of his new album, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just check them out and see. And like everyone I heard, I only listened to like 3 until I gave up. But like it was just like, oh, you just did a much worse version of the thing, and then put it out. And it's like, ah, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Tough.
But I
Yeah.
don't know.
You
Would
know,
you guys
people trying to scheme out here.
yeah,
They're trying to do it.
Yeah.
That is true.
and there's always someone out there. Well, not always, but more than
power
likely,
to
there's
'em.
someone that's
Respect
gonna
the
like
hustle.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta try. I mean, maybe that was an earlier one, and they're making better edits or remixes
Yeah.
now. You know, you gotta catch them in the right vibe. But I feel like for you guys, when you are trying to do your stuff live, would you say what is like your limit of including like edits or remixes? Or are you guys just like all original?
We have this discussion all the
only?
time.
I mean, yeah, in my opinion, if it's an hour long, you can have one edit. If the set is 2 hours long, still only get one edit. If it's 3 hours long, now we're encroaching on
You
a
get
possibly second edit. But like, I'm a stickler because like you want that one edit to hit so hard, and if it's good, like you can play the whole song, the whole 4 minute long edit of whatever you made, and then you're back to just cranking, and then everybody's gonna be talking about that one song. You know, if it's that good, like, oh yeah, and then that edit, oh, it was so good. You know, instead of being like, oh, that edit, and be like, which one? There were like 14 of them. You know,
It was every other
Edit
song.
to edit.
right, right. But that's just my opinion, guys.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it's what do you think? You say you guys talk about this a lot.
yeah.
You guys go back
It's
and
like
forth.
I don't really actually have an opinion, but it's like 1 or 2, probably
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
in
seems
an
fair.
hour.
I'm okay with 2. 3 is definitely pushing it in an hour.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with it, you know, but
I'd be
I
okay
think
with
don't
2,
care if
1 or
someone
2
else
is
does
comfy.
it.
Yeah,
I just won't enjoy it very much.
yeah, that's also
right.
true.
Everybody can do whatever they want.
If someone does a bunch, I don't really care. I'm just like, oh, they like doing edits of
I'm
fun
gonna,
songs.
I'm gonna
yeah.
go smoke another cigarette.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's also due to, I think, the choice of edit it. Like, I think some people just grab like a surface level track, and it's like, come on, you know, there's like deep cuts
Yeah.
that everybody still knows that forgot that they know until they come. They're like, oh my god, I remember this song,
Yeah.
you know, and then it completely hard cuts to something like broken, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of when Rumble came out and fucking everybody was making edits and remixes of that song.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
You were hearing it at like every show.
Every show,
Yeah.
yeah. People releasing them, like, getting them out as quick as they could.
I mean, it is a
Like-
good pre-drop. Like,
Yeah.
it goes hard.
I knew something was going wrong when I started hearing it like at the mall or something.
Right.
I was like, oh man, this one has gone to pasture.
This will die pretty quickly.
Well, I love to hear that you're making originals. That makes me happy.
Yeah. What is your number?
Of like total I've like made that.
Or I mean edits.
Oh yeah,
in the
that's
show.
good. That's a good call.
I would say it like depends on the how long the set is and what the genre is I'm playing. Lately with like me dialing into like UKG, I kind of probably for like an hour would be like one or two, right?
Word.
You know, and then maybe, you know, if it's
Love that.
like a vocal or something that people know and it is an edit, but like within like UKG, it doesn't sound as like transparent, right? It's not like you're playing Sean Paul and then it's like over,
Right.
you know, like a UKG thing. It's like it's like some actual reggae hip hop artist like actually rapping over it. So then that feels like more like authentic, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like it's still in the
Right.
lane of it versus it just being like a hodgepodge. So yeah, but I'd say probably about 2 in the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's like a techno thing, I would feel more like, or like a hard groove, like more like 1, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then a house thing, there's so much good house music. I don't think you really like need to edit unless you're playing again situationally. But
What a
like
good take that was. You just said.
Wow.
There's so much good house music that
love
you
it.
don't need an edit. I feel like
Yeah.
Oh, I
the entire
love
house
that.
scene needs to hear that, but maybe that's just me.
no, I'm right there with
There
you.
is so much good house music. There's no reason to play edits.
At the lower levels, it's about every scene that needs to hear it.
Yeah, I know,
You know.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. And then
Especially now, it's not like 1995 and there's only so many records that have ever
Yeah.
been made.
Yeah.
Like it's 2025. There's like millions and millions every
the
month
tunes
that are
are
getting made.
flowing like
yeah,
just crazy.
More
Not
than you
even
could like
not
listen
even
to in a
water
lifetime,
anymore.
probably.
It's like air at this point.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like it's just there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Go dig.
Yeah, and like so many cool sub genres of stuff to like pivot within it to like give it that texture that you would get from maybe the edit, right? Like, you know, yeah, great music. I feel like I said that on another time that I was on, but I was just like, yeah, too much good music to like hear the same 5 Dom Dollar songs constantly. I mean, great artists. There's no
love that.
disrespect, but like, you know, just
right.
tons of good music out there. Just buy some new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be a DJ and go fucking find some tunes.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
Part of
fun
your
to
job.
dig.
The only other time I would ever say that you should maybe even possibly consider doing the opposite is like if you're doing like a brunch thing or like a
Sure.
super commercial thing.
Yes.
Whereas like
Oh,
you're
sure.
being hired like a wedding DJ or like a brunch
Well, of
thing.
course,
like,
of course.
Yeah. But if you're like strictly
If you're playing
club
as
stuff,
your moniker,
yeah.
if that's what's on the bill, people are paying for to see you. Yeah.
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 For sure.
Well, nice.
Have you ever played a wedding or anything like that?
I've played a couple for friends. I've been approached to do it quite a bit because people have known I have DJ'd for so long that they like expect me to have all the gear and the speakers and stuff, and then I start kind of
Yeah.
like, you know, hardballing them with questions and giving them the price. And you know, some people are about paying it or they're willing to, but I try not to just because it's I mean, it's a lot of pressure, and you know,
Yes.
you want to bring your skill to it, and it's not a very. I wouldn't say it takes no skill, but it's not the ones that I like to employ, right? You know,
Amen, brother.
I like to be a lot more technical and like, you know, if you give me a list of songs, I'll find all the versions that I like of them and then get them in. But if you just want someone to be up there, like, hey,
Pressing play on
pause
an
for the
iPad.
drone photo and like, you know, just play like the playlist. That's not really what I'm about. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Same.
Yeah, I remember I played one wedding, probably the only wedding I will ever play, other than like potentially my own one day. And they
After
Drop
party.
a buck an
Yeah.
hour after
After
the
party.
fucking
Yeah.
wedding.
yeah.
You can't be the main event at your
No.
own wedding.
Oh no. Yeah, it'd be the after.
It's the after.
We're all just dicking around.
You close the wedding.
Yeah.
What you done came for? Just rhythm.
and then into your 200 BPM edits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But they specifically requested this playlist of like 150, 200 songs or whatever, and none of it is like mixable, you know?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
You can force mixes, but like it's just not that kind of music. And I remember like it was weird. It was so weird to
Yeah,
do it. Like
that's
at
a
a
good-
certain point, I would just gave up on like trying to mix songs together, and I just let one in and like played the other.
Yeah.
That's like this fine.
I mean, the only
I
stuff.
definitely went hard when I do them. I'd fucking actually like get the best mix possible.
Dude, I was trying, and they just kept
country
being
song.
bad, and I was like, I can't just do
it's
bad
hard.
mixes
It's
the
super
entire
hard.
night. So I
It's
was
super
like,
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't exactly make them mixable, eh?
No. And I've done quite a few, and yeah, I don't really need to do anymore.
Yeah.
Like I've done for all my friends, and it's like, all right, okay, sweet.
It's a lot better if, like, you know, which in this day and age, I feel like is a very easy thing to do. But if you're going to have, like, say, like, hire a couple of other friends and split the money or something, or, like,
Right.
all do it for free and then just, like, all take turns. That way it's, like, a very fun
Yeah.
environment, and there's not pressure for you to be up there for 2 hours just, like, sweating. Like,
Just being the only person up there who can't like eat with everyone. And,
Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
But,
me
if you're
personally, I want a band. I feel like that's just a cooler move, anyways.
yeah, a
So
band
have like a
doing,
jazz band.
doing covers, like old
Get
jazz
Sade.
covers of
Yeah,
stuff.
Player Wedding.
yeah. I would prefer if it just like full on, just a jazz band. Just
There you go.
be sick.
You wouldn't want to have, like, the end of Step Brothers type scenario.
Oh God.
No,
Let's go. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It's classic.
So,
yeah.
your mixes are starting to get, or like your songs are starting to get to a good point. You're getting consistent with everything. Was there a specific kind of like few moves that got you to the point where you're like, oh, everything's starting to sound good? Or is it just the accumulation of, you know, all the knowledge the past few years?
I think just more time at it, you know, like I think when I first came on, I had barely just signed my first record, and like I really have only been producing professionally for like a little over like a year. So like
Yeah.
this last year has just been like huge, and so every kind of like month and the consistency of like working and just like being in the DAW like on a weekly basis is just, you know, essential. I'm still learning things every time, like even with me getting more comfortable, there's always something new. I like my folder on Instagram is crazy with like tips of things like where I probably don't even watch half of it, but like I'm going through and like watching
Right.
things and seeing everybody's take on it, and you know, kind of developing my own skill with that along the way. And so it's just been super helpful. Also having like mentee or mentorship, you know, like I did Justin Jay's program, like I think the second time I was on, and then
You gotta have the mentees, dude.
yeah,
know.
it's
the mentees.
The
they-
mentees.
it's helpful, you know, it's guiding in the right way, and also giving you like outside of the DAW tips of like not being so pressured of trying to make things perfect, or not worrying so much about the semantics of things, as long as it just like sounds good, right? You know, there's no one way to do things. It's just like make it sound good in the way that feels good for you, and then, you know, move on to the next project.
Right.
I do like Justin Jay's approach to it, where he's just like, yeah, just keep it simple. Like, no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick good sounds, write a simple riff. Like, if it just gets
I mean-
people shaking on the dance floor, you did the right thing.
That, and it's just more. It's more practice. Because like, if you're playing guitar, you can just sit in your room and sit there and play scales and practice all day. But if you're writing songs, you have to just like write songs a lot. So the more songs you can write, just the more sharpened you're going to be in certain areas. You know.
More chances you have that hit too.
Right,
You know,
right,
like
Totally.
if you're just kind of making variations of like the same stuff, or even trying new genres and stuff, you never, you know, that one might be really good and you might really like it, but there might be something arrangement wise that might not be great, or the mixing. So then you're kind of like, by the time you fix some of those things, you might not like the record anymore, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Or you might ruin it,
Yeah.
which
No,
happens.
what happened?
Don't
I've ruined quite a few
duplicate
tracks.
something or make another project, and then you're just
Yeah.
stuck with that change. You don't remember what you undid or did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've lost a couple tracks that way, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm leaving it up to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will usually like duplicate out. So like the original version is in there. I just have to parse it out
Right.
of a bunch of different versions. But also like if it ends up dying, it's usually due to a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't necessarily just go back and save it because now you got the other thing in mind and you're trying to like deviate from it. Like I've never been able to surgically do that. Like go back to an older version and revive it because it got bad. It still ends up bad. And I'm just like, it's tainted.
Yeah. Right.
Close her up.
It's tainted.
Yeah.
Get
Put her to
out.
pasture.
Yeah.
Grab the drums.
Yeah, grab the
Or
drums.
whatever.
Yeah.
Grab the
I was gonna say that's
Grab the
probably
drums
about as
while it's
far as
burning.
I'd want to revert back to the drums and maybe start from the beginning from
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have free drums. You're like, I can immediately start with fucking.
Yeah.
There's a groove
Let's
already
go.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob Waters.
Which sometimes I end up, if I got the fucking groove there already, that's enough for it to not work still.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
you're-
But the kit might sound good together. But that might have
Yeah.
been the problem as well.
Yeah, could be the problem. I always have the problem where if I try and recycle drums and use them for like the next track or like 3 tracks later, I can still hear the first track in my head and I almost want to do the same things. So I got to just like sit on those drums and just forget about them until you just find them again one day and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot
let's
of times
fucking
I'll
loop
turn
this
off the
kid.
kick because if it's just the snare and hi-hats, there's like less of a structure, and then you can riff on top of that and then write a new kick,
That's
new
a good
kick
move.
line.
That's a
Yeah,
good move. Yeah.
because at least for me, my kick line like rides with the riff, you know, in a way. So if you mute the riff, you can still kind of like hear it, but if you turn off the kick drum, now you're just left with hi-hats and a snare.
It's a good move.
Trying to make it fit around it, get something new.
Yeah.
What did Jacob say?
Jacob says, "How do you guys feel about playing your own music and DJ sets?"
Our own music. Oh, I mean, I love it. I have a blast
Yeah,
with it.
we on this podcast, at least, Austin, Caleb, and David here,
That's our names.
So everybody,
we're all about that.
Yeah.
Play as much of your own shit as possible.
yeah, I would say that like when I was first, because I've been getting booked for like some pretty good gigs for like a couple years now, but with adding the production into it, I was very wary about playing my own music
Yeah.
because I wasn't really sure like if it was mixed right or mastered. They weren't signed yet, so you know, there's that kind of point where sometimes when it's not quite mixed or it's not quite there, and like you're self mastering, that you notice very clearly that it doesn't sound quite as great as like something you bought on like Beatport or Bandcamp or something like that. But I think, you know, again, that part of that practice and that strive for wanting to be better, mixing wise, mastering wise, sound selection wise, gets you there.
Time.
And I just closed my direct support gig with Silver Bumper with my own track, and he gave me like a thumbs up. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Fuck
go.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, you honestly got there quick. Or like, at least compared to me, like, it took me like at least like 6 years until I was like, okay, these are like, could almost be playable in a set. And even now, like, I look at those tracks and I'm like, I would never play that in a set. It's so bad. Like, it fucking took me forever to figure
Yeah,
this shit
but
out.
I mean, in Cree's defense, he's headed in already DJing for so long that
Yeah.
he knows exactly
That's
like
true.
how to make DJ weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, at least for me, like I was writing like 9-minute long ballads
I know.
that I planned to play the guitar to. Like it wasn't a DJ set, is what I was originally making for like 4 years. Like it
Yeah.
was all about like some other songs, like more of your STS9 kind of shit, and then.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was super fun. I've like a bunch of songs that go from like full time, halftime, back and forth.
Psytrance.
Yeah, like all over the place, and are pretty cool. But it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like there's tempo changes and time signature changes and shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
Next time we do the barbecue, I would love to hear some of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. But yeah, I would say like, you know, just if you feel it's right, it's right. Maybe practice it on the
True.
speakers at home and see if you feel like the track is good enough to play your own stuff. But, it's you're never really going to know until you're on that big system, realistically.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes a minute. But also, if we're just generally speaking,
Generally speaking.
fucking as much of your own music as possible.
Yeah.
I go to shows to listen to people play their own music.
Yeah.
100%
That's my vote.
of the
That's
time.
exactly why I go see anybody plays. I want to hear their shit.
Yeah.
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 And
Yep.
we want all of you to play your own music.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore.
I love it when it's like 95% original, but even if it's like 60%, 70%, like I'm still okay
Still
with that.
good. Yeah.
Still like,
So good.
okay, it's
As
mainly
much
just
as
you.
possible.
Yeah. But then you're still like, oh, I also love these songs. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm the same way where it's like, no, I want to see like you and your art
Right.
on a
Yeah.
big ass system.
There's certain atmospheres where it's like, I'll just play all the homies tunes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that, like,
This is how I DJ.
when you're kind of arranging some of these sets and stuff like that, that using your own tracks is a great way of maybe setting up a bigger pop of another song, right? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, we like to think that our songs are as good as other people producing in the industry, which they are.
Not.
But you could, if you feel like yours is more of like a minimal-esque track, or maybe doesn't have like a crazy vocal, but it's something that you could really complement another song that's really gonna get a good pop from the crowd, then that's a good way to set it up. And that way it's like less pressure versus like feeling like, oh, I don't want to drop the vibe. It's like you're building to like that pop. So
Yeah.
just stuff to consider.
Totally. I love that. Yeah, Caleb and I make tons of shit where we're like, this is going to be just something that slots in there. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's tasteful. We
Right.
still, they might be our favorite tunes, but it's not the one that people are going to be like, oh, fuck.
Right. Right.
They're
Yeah.
going to be like trancing out or whatever.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Getting in the zone.
Yeah. It also depends on how long you're playing and what you're playing. Like if you're playing a 3-hour techno set, I'm okay if it's not all your music.
Yeah.
You know,
3
like
hours
at
is-
that point, you're also flexing your just pure DJ skills of being able to go
Yeah.
with a flow and create a fucking thing live.
3
Which, if
hours,
it includes a
okay.
great of you, like a bunch of your shit, then great, sick, But I'm also there to like get entranced. Like I'm there to fucking be like, oh shit, it's been 2 hours. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. If I'm gonna go to that.
If you're doing 3 hours of all originals that are all signed, that's pretty nutty. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
pretty
know.
insane.
It's a
Well,
lot of original music.
Not necessarily signed, I wouldn't think. Like they can be your internal whips that you're
Yeah.
sending to people,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Yeah.
you know that, or they're the B tiers that you're just like, I don't really want this released, but it's good enough to play live.
Yeah.
And if it gets a good enough pop, then I will reconsider.
That's
But-
when you throw a vocal on there and edit.
Yeah.
No, it's an edit.
What's up, Boingus? And oh, look, Molly.
Fucking Boingus.
I love Molly XO. And Boingus 1 2 3 4 5.
What did Boinga say?
Hi.
Yeah, yo. Hey, chat, what up?
Just the boys now.
Yeah.
Ba-da.
There's the thing, and it's escaping me.
Inner modulation distortion.
Nope, it wasn't that.
No, that escaped
Inner
me.
harmonic distortion.
No.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna ask something like, what's your favorite, new thing you've learned, in the DAW that you've been implementing a bunch?
I've been really kind of messing around with doing more work on like the drum bus so that things aren't as crazy like in my mastering chain. Nothing specific, but just kind of like changing around the chain or like what I use. Like I just got the API 2500 for like the compression and stuff like that, and it has a really good sound for like garage and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So
what's
like,
your chain looking like?
For just the drum bus?
Mm-hmm.
Just the compression and saturation and like a little bit of EQing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you going pretty hard on all of that? Are you trying to like New York style parallel it, or are you being pretty light, just trying to catch peaks with everything?
No, and the drum bus just trying to catch peaks and then give it a little bit of like that loudness and stuff, really,
Nice.
but nothing too crazy. Nothing that's like, you know. And I've also been doing a thing that's been helping me out a lot from my mentor, which is like reducing the channel to account for like those gains that you get by doing those things, right? Because I feel like sometimes when you're like doing the bus or like whatever portion you're in prior to like in the mastering chain, you might be getting so much like extra gain that like when you're there, now you're like decreasing volumes and stuff in your mastering chain because like it's like too much, right?
Yeah.
You don't have enough overhead, so it's like reducing those gains prior to, so that you're still like by the time you're getting to your mastering chain, like still have like 7 dB of headroom to really just like go in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
Classic like gain staging mentality.
Yeah.
That's why Disclosure is really sick. I use their like mixing template essentially, and I have been for the past like 3 years since I found it, and it's fucking perfect because whatever your group bus is, you can just slam shit into it as much as you want all day, and the groups themselves are turned down. So everything like at the end of the day will only like reach about -6 in the master, maybe more or less if I'm stacking a bunch of shit,
Yeah.
But it's nice because I just like don't have to think about it, and I just crank shit into limiters and clippers all day, and I'm like, that's fine.
If it sounds good, it sounds good.
Yeah.
And if your CPU can handle it too,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh yeah.
But then it's bad
That's the
sometimes
thing.
because I'm focusing on like trying to get loudness while being at like -8 dB in that group. So I'll just like keep clipping stuff and like turning up high end or something. And then by the time I finally master it, my track is like -3 lufs or something. And I'm like, oh, little too much.
Yeah.
Overcooked it a little.
Yeah.
And then I have to like backtrack. And then that's weird because I'm used to it being so fucking like, that it almost doesn't sound as good now.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not getting those distorted pieces or like those lower elements.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's just
The
some
pump
like,
is different.
yeah, it's all just a little different, and I'm like, fuck, where do you go now? That's when you just maybe take an ear break, come back a day later, work on something else or something.
Yeah. Work on a new thing.
Yeah.
I actually haven't, and this is very, I wouldn't say controversial, but I hear a lot of people swearing and using by the clipper, but I haven't really integrated it in a way to like where I'm using it on every track or really anything, to like the point where like I'm hearing like something that I couldn't have accomplished without it.
Okay, fair.
Quite yet.
Fair. Yeah.
Right. A lot of it where I find like I kind of like meet in the middle is just making sure I have that stereo width and like things just sound great for that. And I'm still getting good results by the time I'm like hitting the master, but I'm still interested in finding it. I just feel like I haven't really found the technique for like what I'm doing currently.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
really hard to hear.
Yeah.
Like if a clipper is like doing a good thing or bad thing, if you're not like, if you haven't done it a lot of times, So like I would back in the day clip shit to fucking death and not even be realizing like I was destroying shit, or it would be the opposite. It would be like, I'm using it, but it's not making it sound cool to me. But I wasn't like understanding like, oh, all I'm trying to do with this is just make it a little bit less dynamic. And then it just gives you more headroom is basically the idea.
Yeah. You're not really using the clipper to like color the sound necessarily.
No.
Right.
No, you're trying not to almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point is to not hear any difference other than it went from 7 lufs to 4 lufs. You're like,
Yeah.
it's not distorting. It's loud as hell. Now I got to calm down. Now I got to unclip things.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm where you were before. Like I haven't
Okay.
gotten it to the point where like I'm hearing it in a way that it makes it feel like it's adding something that I necessarily think the sound needs
Yeah.
quite yet. But I have been doing like a
You should pull that mic up a little bit to your face. A little
oh yeah.
bit. You're right.
I was watching some old clips and I was like, oh, my mic's like all up in my shit, so I put it down.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it's better.
Yeah.
You want it to be like
No.
almost touching your
Yeah.
lips.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, I will say that's something I have been kind of back to what you were originally saying is in my mastering chain, I'll do like 2 limiters, but one that's like a much smaller, like one that's like a looser one to like kind of simulate, I guess, something similar to a clipper. Or like that first one is just like catching some like lower peaks and stuff and then not really like boosting in too much on that one. And then the second one really kind of taking the weight from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
That
doing
is a good way to do it.
right? Are you doing like different attack and release settings for each of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Cool.
the first one being like very loose and not pumped at all, just kind of catching some peaks. And then
Okay.
the second
Okay.
one being very tight and fast.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Tight and fast.
Do that a little
Like
more.
a Ferrari.
I want to talk about, you were talking about the stereo image a little bit. Are you being like super aware of how things are sitting in the stereo field and like if certain things are sitting like kind of in the stereo field and like panning and all that? Are you trying to like really fine tune that stuff lately?
I've been like seeing and like learning about it and experimenting with it. It's more so like making sure that the different like instruments and things I'm including in my production are like filling out those ranges and then seeing where I can kind of get away with more or less, right? Because sometimes I'll even like reduce some of like the stereo field on the lead because I want it to take up like less space and not be almost the full star when I have like a more complicated bass line or something like that. So like stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Dave's idea of the slingshot method?
No.
Dude, so just had an idea.
It's not my idea.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I thought you
No.
coined that term.
You didn't patent it?
John has a book, and it was in the book.
Oh.
Yeah, it was called The Slingshot Method.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. And you coined it. Dave coined it, everyone.
Dave
no,
coined it.
okay, that's
That's
good.
my idea, guys.
Shout out,
Yeah.
The
John.
Slingshot Method. All the old heads are like these
fuck
guys.
this kid.
They're just
Who the fuck
jacking
is
shit
this
from
guy?
the legend. I don't remember the guy's name from the book, but
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
So the concept is you don't like overthink it too much, but you just go channel by channel and throw an EQ on and just kind of boost a little bit or cut, and you kind of just sweep around and be like, oh, if I boost here, it kind of pops through the mix. Okay, cool. And then you move on and you don't overthink it, and you kind of just like, I don't know, EQ mold.
you make your way around
mix.
the whole track.
Yeah.
And you grab a bell on an EQ and you just kind of sweep it around just lightly until it seems like it sounds better, and then you leave it there.
Oh, interesting.
But
It's a
you
fucking
make small
sick
moves.
move. Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah,
It's
they're
got to be
small
like pretty
moves.
subtle.
You
for
make
the most
small
part.
moves like 1 dB,
Yeah, 3
like
at
wide
most.
bell, and then like 3 maybe
Broad strokes.
and then you move on to the next one, because if you do it overly, like it could be tempting to like overly like cut something or boost something, and I do. But
And it happens.
but if you
and I'm doing
want to
it.
go precisely by the method, it's about after you've worked through all of that, the clarity just becomes like so much better.
Yeah, I think I didn't know it as a slingshot method, but I've been recently messing around with that. Like, I don't know
sick.
that it has like a specific title, but my friend of mine was telling me about that, where like, yeah, you just grab one of the harsher frequencies and like say like a loop or something that you don't really want as much, and you just like grab that bell and then just reduce it on that specific, like make the Q tight on that spot, and then just reduce it. That way it's a lot less harsh. Yeah, so that sounds dope.
Yeah.
And I brought that up because what if you would? I guess you'd want to listen in context for sure to the whole thing. I was imagining maybe you just like play the stereo image on your master or something, but maybe that would be just weird. But what if you did the slingshot method specifically just for stereo? Like you did a mid-side, you did one for...
I do that often, but it's usually just on like big groups. But I'll do like a mid-side, and I'll sit there and I'll try to close my eyes
Yeah.
and do it a little bit.
I like that idea.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Right?
You could do...
Just one per Q4.
Yeah, you could do a mid-side splitter with an EQ on it.
Jeez.
I mean, Jesus. You could have it in combination with a like a tool or utility, so you can just bring the width down, like we were talking about with droplets. Because when you bring the width down, you're taking the two stereo channels, that one is hard left and hard right, and you're bringing them both toward the middle, so it sounds like it's actually just like getting smaller, whereas mid versus side is a different thing. Where
it's just turning up the sides or down the sides.
Yeah.
Or up the middle or down the middle.
Yeah. And the mids, the mids are the things that are the same in both speakers.
That's how
And
it's
the
defined.
sides are the things that are not the same in both speakers.
Which it's always scary. Like I'm constantly on the verge of like, there's not enough unique width happening in the track.
Yeah.
It's like always a thing I'm concerned about, because like if everything's stereo, then nothing's stereo. And so like that haunts me of just like being like, oh, let me just turn up the voices on this and on this and on this and on this. And so
Yeah.
everything's just fucking wide.
Yeah.
And then nothing's fucking wide. So it's like always be like I'm always like, I think I'm gonna make this lead just mono as fuck and have like a slap back that's just like just like slightly breathing on the sides to like add a little pop. You know, there's another thing happening that's wide, but that way that sound has some kind of fun in the sides.
I worked with a mixing engineer with one of the UK labels who had advised that for one of the loops when I sent him the stems on it. He's like, this all sounds good, and I was running it through my imager, but I feel like you could get more out of this spot, so we can try, widening things through like a utility or like, a plugin or something, or we could just throw like a little reverb on it, re-record it, and then just like have it just be like very light, but just fill that space. As long as it's not like the big elements, I feel like in your track, but just like something that's kind of like, this could use a little bit like oomph, but I don't want to spend like an hour fucking around with it or doing more like EQ, and that's something that's available.
Well, especially if everything's either like pretty dry or in like a totally different kind of room, then that one room with a slap back is already going to be sticking out because it's got a really long pre-delay.
Right.
So it's like just got its own character happening.
With the utility, you're talking about just turning the width knob up to like 150% kind of thing, or 200, or goes up to like 400.
I mean,
or
I
something?
wouldn't,
all the way
but yeah, something
Yeah.
of that nature. But like maybe I'm just a little wimpy with it. I'm like mostly like at most doing like 125.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been afraid for some
I like
reason.
that attitude.
Yeah,
I
no,
do
it's-
that shit
it's good
all the
attitude.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 200 above.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like 125.
But
was like-
sometimes I want the sound to be just like blurry. So I do that.
Yeah.
Man,
Because the sides get blurry.
yeah.
They make things more smushy.
It sounds
Yeah,
cool.
there's not
Weird.
it's not nearly as defined.
Yeah.
Smushy size.
Like it's almost not like wide. It's like a slightly different image than what you see in the middle, but it's like stretched past your ears this way, as opposed to actually being like wide.
Yeah.
It's more so just forcing it beside you, so it's all stretched,
Yeah.
and you can't actually get any like define.
I got
out
the
of
image
it.
in my head of when people go like warp speed
Right.
in movies.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
starts, like-
It's exactly that. That is stereo image.
You're center
It-
and you're fucking intact and stable, but your sides are all fucking
Right.
See, in my head, I was thinking the guy in the chair listening to music, and then the tie behind him.
the tie. Oh,
Yeah, and the martini glass that's fucking flying off, and he's sitting in
That's
front of the big
such a good
speakers.
image. What is that from?
From cassette tapes.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, no, it's from a certain brand of cassette tapes.
Oh wow, they
Like, I think it
fucking
was-
nailed it on the marketing for that.
What was the brand? It started with an M, I think.
Melda.
No.
Melda
Maybe it
cassette
didn't start with
tapes.
an M. I don't know. We'll figure
Chat,
it out.
where
after
you
the
at?
pod. Yeah,
Can
chat.
someone look that up for us?
So
Tell
somebody
us
look it up.
about your knowledge of cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Chat.
That is one of the best logos ever.
Oh yeah, it reminds
For
me
sure.
of that the Noisia album cover. I forget the name of it, but it's like their first album where it's the
Right,
three of them
all
and
get
their
punched.
faces are just.
Yeah, I think that's not. I thought that was the halftime album.
They have a halftime album.
Yeah.
Is that whole album halftime?
Kind of, but
Oh,
it's kind of
Jacob
just
knows.
them starting. Maxell.
Matt, it wasn't him.
Yep.
Let's go, Jacob.
Big ups, Jacob.
Big
Thank
ups,
you.
Jacob.
Thanks, Jamie.
Good luck, Jacob.
Fuck, what were we just talking about?
The Noisia halftime.
They have a halftime album that they released in like 2014 or whatever that is kind of the root of the start of drum and bass halftime.
Let's go.
Like they forced this genre onto people. Yeah.
And
everyone was like,
everybody
yes.
loved
And everyone was
Yes,
like,
we will take
yes. And Left Field was born. You know,
Absolutely.
in terms of like how we know it today, I guess. Like there was always glitch hop, but
Have you ever fucked around with that kind of shit? Have you ever made like 140 halftime or anything like that?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, I want to hear
I've
a Cree halftime
me too.
track. That
I
would
want to
be
hear
fun.
a Cree halftime track.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Fucking-
I'd be open to it.
Yeah, one day if you're ever bored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just start with a boom bap, like a beat, and
Yeah.
just fucking start making riffs.
I feel like it's nowhere near close, but the only thing like that I've done to be like have fun is like do like a very like Miami electro kind of sounding song.
cool.
I will tell you this: original dubstep.
Original.
It started as just slowed down garage, so you're making garage. So
halfway there.
Yeah, you literally just take
Halfway to
whatever
halftime.
song.
it is
Yeah.
already like the sounds are already there.
Yeah.
Like
Literally
you
any
just-
song you already have, as long as it's not a garage song with like 4 on the floor, or even if it is, just move the snare over a
Well,
bit.
you can just turn it down halftime. Like if it's a 140 UKG track or 138.
oh, you're
you
saying
know?
just everything.
Well, you
halftime.
could just to start, just to like hear what it sounds like, because it is the same riffs basically. It's
That's
just
true.
slowed down.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
that's an
just
option.
Slow it down. You could be like, oh, this sounds sick actually, and then you just
Start
take
to go
that,
from
make a
there.
new track.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good idea.
I do that with drum and bass all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my fucking crutches with music is I like always halftime or double time the second drop or like do some sort of like something like that.
double time the draw.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause it's just-
insane.
yeah. Well, I won't double time it if I'm at like 140 regular time, but if I'm at
Okay.
like 80 BPM or 90 and I'm making a boom bap, I can double time it and go up to like DMB speed.
Okay.
And I fucking always do because I love to just hear.
Quick mouse.
Yeah, quick
maths.
maths. No, I didn't even need to math. I'm just so used to doing it. I just know that it's the thing.
I mean, that could be your signature as an artist, though. So
Maybe,
gotta-
right?
It's like every song, expect that really dope double time, half time.
yeah. It's just too much fun. Yeah.
Switch.
up.
Switch.
You want to just do our best sample voices?
Yeah.
Switch.
I'll go first. And now it's time for our final segment. What's in your chain? This is the part of the show where we talk about what's in our master chain.
Oh,
Okay,
spicy.
and people can also use that as vocal.
Hey.
There we go.
But I
That would
did
be an
use
insane.
I was so confused.
Yeah, I was confused.
it. I used it as a hard segue.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Wait, I feel like we did this like 2 weeks ago. what
Yeah,
your
it'd
master
be
chain
boring
is.
if the three of us did it again. But
What's
we can
in
learn about
your
the-
chain though?
what's
Right.
in your chain?
What's
You said
in
you
your
had 2
wallet?
limiters in
Yeah.
the master chain. The tight one. You got anything else on there? Or you just
Yeah.
raw dogging it in those limiters.
No, so typically,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
order depending, obviously, but like I'll do like just like a general EQ. Then we'll do like some saturation, then like the Oxford inflator, then I'll do like a
Oh.
multi-band, then that first limiter, then do like an EQ8, just kind of like see what's around, and then do another limiter.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Solid.
Okay.
I'm for it.
Yeah. I'm about it. Do you have ProQ?
Yeah. That's
I'd
what I'll
say-
do for like standard. Like my first EQ will be like ProQ.
Okay,
ProQ
yeah.
3.
Yeah. Unless you're making like big moves or small, I guess it doesn't like really matter. But I know EQ8 is notorious for like ruining phase. So at least for the master, I'd say just roll with ProQ if you can. Also, would it be better to do linear phase on the master in this instance?
Yes.
Yeah, or natural would work too.
natural.
But yeah, like I'll use 4 EQ3s in a row,
Yeah.
like, and they're all just doing one single thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like, it's the better EQ than
really
any
is.
stock EQ
It's so good.
as far as I know. Like, and it's pretty light
Yeah.
for what it does.
It's
Like if you don't have all of them moving around like you're making some neuro bass, then you can have a lot of them all over the place, and it's usually fine.
It's
that's fair.
like whatever algorithm they use for their like phasing, like to keep phasing more intact, is so fucking good. Me, Dave, and Kyle, our buddy A on Voyage, and maybe I think it was just the three of us. We were testing which multiband plugins would keep phase intact the best, and FabFilter has their Pro MB, which is literally made to be like a multiband splitter.
Yeah.
And it's worse at keeping phase together than their Pro Q,
Oh, that's interesting.
is what me and Kyle found out. Yeah.
I haven't
Which is hilarious.
had
It's
too
so
many
funny.
difficulties with phase, I guess, with the way that I've been doing things. But again, like all my stuff is a very, touch and go and exact. I'm not really like pushing a lot of it, so I don't know
Sure.
if that's has anything to do with it or not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it'd be hard to hear a lot of it early on because it's like slight smearing of the transients and stuff. It's really like fidelity
Yeah.
shit, but it's also like if you're abusing it, like you
Yeah,
will
totally.
start to notice. Which if you're not trying to like go crazy with multiband shit all the time, then
Yeah.
it's probably not a big deal.
Yeah, like, because if you did like on EQ8 on the master, if you just did like a 3 dB bell boost at like 200 BPM, the best mix engineer in the world isn't going to hear that like it did some like minute phasing thing,
Yeah, I also like.
I might.
Caleb might, because he's better than the best.
That's true.
the best ones wouldn't.
Yeah, the best ones wouldn't.
I feel like when I first came on, when you turned me on to using Vision, though, it like helped me like keep
Oh,
the
hell
phase
yeah.
and like
Nice.
Yeah.
check a
Oh,
lot
you
more.
got on the Vision?
Yeah, you got on the Vision
That was like one of
like
the
day
first
2.
things I bought.
Yeah, I got him on there immediately.
Yeah.
That a
yeah.
boy
I was like, you
cream.
need this, especially just to like set a standard, because you're constantly going to be pulling tracks in to look
Yeah.
at them, and if
Dude.
you see what they look like on Vision, that's like
Yeah.
a giant leap to be like, okay, I
Yeah.
at least need to get it to look like this.
Yeah.
And Vision
And
has
then-
the tonal balance
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
Dude, the first 5 years of your production, having that is a fucking godsend.
Game changer.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I can't believe I went like 8 years without it
I know.
or whatever. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, it's super
As-
helpful. I like check that religiously
Yeah.
like, at different
Yeah,
points
same.
in my production to
Same.
be like, oh,
Yeah.
like what's going on, what's happening here. So it's super helpful.
Right, right.
I'm always trying to be like, okay, where are my highs? Are my highs
Yeah.
like, am I getting there with them? Am I not? And I think I tend to make things a little bit brighter
Really?
than I need to now
Okay.
because I'm trying to, because a lot of the people that I listen to,
Bright
their
as
shit
fuck.
is bright as fuck. So
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I make mine
Yeah.
sound good and still be bright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's so dark
Yeah,
all the time.
It's funny because like every time I'm like
Such
playing
pain.
music for all the homies, they're like, "Damn, bright ass mixes." But like naturally, I don't go bright. I always go like more of a tilt, and then I like pull on a reference track, and there's this like infinitely brighter than mine, and then I'm like, "Fuck, I
Yeah.
gotta go brighten the shit out of everything."
Yeah.
And then I usually go too hard, and I show everyone, and they're like, "Yeah, tone it back."
I think a thing to keep in mind, which I was thinking about this the other day, I was referencing a track, and it was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like theirs was much brighter, but like felt comfortable. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I thought of the Mr. Bill thing where if it's fast, it can be loud.
Ah.
If it's slow, it needs to be quiet.
Yeah.
And so the track that I was referencing didn't really match my track because the main bass line thing was much more staccato. So all the mids were coming in fast and gone. So they could be pretty loud and not fuck up the high end.
Right.
Because they weren't just like a constant mid sound.
Yeah.
If you have a sound that's like that, it's hard to get your highs to. But if your mid sound is like dope, 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 then your high end can be way crispy and much more louder.
Yeah.
Much more louder.
What I noticed a lot from breaking down like Noisia and Skrillex and Tipper and like all of the fucking like heavy hitters of like extreme productionness is their intros are always way brighter than,
Hell yeah, brother.
their intros are always like way brighter than you would think because like you listen and I don't know, I just always do that where it's like my intros I always want to like tuck everything to be like and then it gets brighter for the other sections, and like usually their fucking intros off the bat are like pretty bright, and it's
Yeah,
weird. Like
that's
it hurts my
interesting.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like I'm never gonna play it that bright as an intro.
I know, right?
If I'm mixing this track, it's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
rarely
maybe that's
gonna
why they
be.
do that then,
So it's
because
just
they know you at least have the control of the
Yeah, I
brightness.
guess.
If you want, maybe they're not thinking about that.
maybe they're just thinking about it from a release. Like it's the next song on the queue, and you're like, oh my god, this song is fucking juicy. I don't know. I can't do that. Like all my favorite rave tracks just start with like atmosphere,
Yeah.
and you're like, what's gonna happen? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
but yeah, I like darkness, so I don't know.
Link me to that Crow track.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
The
After the
Dragon
pod.
Hawks.
Well, there's that one too. Shout out Liquid Stranger. We'll get you on the pod at some point, dog.
Yeah.
At some point, big dog. Jacob Waters said, I use SoftTube console for EQ, but it is a resource hog when adding it to every track.
Ah. Yeah.
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 I've seen that EQ, but I've not used that EQ.
I haven't. I've not. What was it called?
SoftTube console.
Console. Ugh. Sounds like it has a horrible UI. Does it have like a gross analog UI?
As far as I know, it's
I already
like your
hate it.
channel strip.
Okay. Yeah.
Which makes sense why it's a relative resource hog.
Yeah, because it's just a
Because
multi-effects
it's a bunch.
tool. that-
Yeah, it's a big thing. Which, yeah, I think that's one of my problems with those things. Is like, there's no way to like really deactivate everything besides
Ableton
that
there is.
one thing that you're using.
You're saying like in the plugin?
in the plugin,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like those are always hogging some RAM,
Yeah.
so they can turn on and immediately be affecting the audio.
Right.
So it's always running relatively in the background,
Right.
which
And you can always
yeah.
do the thing where you like automate it to be on and off for your specific moments, but like I kind of hate that. It's kind of annoying. And then at some point, I always fuck up that automation somehow.
or it just fucks up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in a random print, like all of it just fuck up, and it's just
Oh,
like,
sure.
the coding just got weird.
Yeah. Dude, that's why like I'm getting more and more like down with the just
Sickness?
prints. I'm down with the
Sorry, I was late.
sickness. I
Yeah.
know.
Ooh, my bad.
Just printing shit to audio and then moving on is a fucking awesome thing.
Sorry, guys.
Gross, dude. On the podcast, really? Save it for the OnlyFans.
It's on the Patreon, guys. Go check it out. Hey.
A little bit.
Switch
Little
cameras.
zoom.
That tobacco is moist.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Dylan
moist.
tobacco?
No, Jacob Waters says it has a hardware controller with it too. That's pretty sick.
Oh, that's fun.
That's pretty sick, actually.
That is cool.
But it's pretty broadband, eh? Like it's not a parametric where you're just like
not a
adding
parrot.
cues and fucking making them super like bikini tight and adding
Right.
then a fucking
I'm sure it is.
a notch right next to that in the other direction. That's a pro tip right there. Just makes the crazy resonance.
I would love a little setup, like a channel strip controller that I could just be in mixing mode and click next track,
Amen.
and then just sit there and use my hands and just like get it right.
That would be fucking sick. What?
It's like you're on mushrooms there for a second, like,
Yeah.
just like,
That would be great.
that would
No,
be
because
great.
it's back to the like not looking at the
Right,
screen and
right.
like looking what you're actually. If you're just looking down and you have these knobs and you're like, all right, high pass, low pass, you're like, okay, that sounds good. Or like bell, if you wanted to slingshot method it.
Yeah,
Fuck, that would be so sick.
it's kind of like what Homie was saying with all the techno gear.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Andrew
von
Bosher.
Bosher.
Andrew Bombosher.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Shout out.
Yeah, he was talking about how it gets to shit super fast because he's just got all these tools that he's just like quickly
Right.
grinding
right.
on. And it would be nice to
It
just
does
sit
seem like a
there
super fun way to write. Yeah.
and listen.
'Cause you actually get to
And
sit
do
there and
little
jam with
slingshots.
yourself. Yeah. And then after it's recorded, that's where you sit there and you're like, yeah, you go through each track.
Crazy.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Sounds like
In an
fun.
ideal world, when I have enough space, it's going down.
Sure.
Hell
sure.
yeah.
I mean, it lends itself to more of the 4 on the floor dance.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah, I would love to have a techno project where there's a 303 just screaming away a lot of the times. It'd be fucking great. Some acid.
When you guys are writing songs and doing things, do you guys usually use a reference for more than just loudness or how you want the song to perceive? Like, do you guys ever go to like older 90s or 80s or 2000s kind of stuff in your genre and then be like, oh, well, I really like that kind of like
100% do
sound or
that,
bass
yeah.
line? Yeah.
I do that all the time. I'll definitely take like an old riff that I'm just like, oh, nobody does this kind of shit anymore.
Yeah.
And I'll immediately like translate that into like a new age riff. But like incorporating that vibe, and usually it's a roller, which is super easy because that's what most jungle is. So if you just riff on jungle riffs, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
They're fucking great.
I recently was in like a YouTube rabbit hole looking for songs like that to kind of reference, and then I realized that a bunch of stuff that came out this year from like Sammy Vergi or other people, I was just like, oh, this is literally the exact same one, just with a new patch on it. I was like, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Just cleaner production, louder, fucking, but yeah, similar for sure. I try not to honestly like reference tracks as much now, because every time I do, at least if I'm like starting a track and I have a reference track, I just like rip concepts from that track like too much, where I'm almost just like remaking the track. Like I can't get out of like that track's headspace to make my own headspace. So I wait till I'm like very far along in my track and then reference like, yeah, loudness, brightness, like, oh, that fill idea was way cooler than mine, or like, oh, they had like 4 elements in their fill section. I only have 1 because I was trying to like be cleaner, but like maybe I should try and like layer it a little more.
And this is why your music's so busy.
I know.
Should have kept the one.
Yeah.
The one sound
I know.
riffs are so good, dude.
Sound riffs, yeah.
No. That's a good call. That's fair. I've definitely fallen prey.
I know.
So I
Yeah.
try and reference multiple things.
Also, that
Like-
is
like-
the
Yeah.
fucking power
and
move.
and if they're from like weird things.
Yeah.
Like I'll be
Yeah.
like, I like the drums in this Bahamas song,
Yeah.
but then I like this or that. And then
I like
also
this
let's
riff
like
of the DMB song.
pour in a bunch of Ivy Lab.
Yeah.
With like let's sample a
I'm
bunch.
gonna reference Ivy Lab's ambience.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna reference this fucking squishy bass.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
That's kind of what I do if I'm referencing for the inspiration. I will listen. I will think, I want to make drum and bass right now, and I will go listen to not drum and bass.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
And then try and steal shit from in there and bring it to drum and bass speed, and see if it
Yeah.
kind of like does something cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
What I did for this last track as a reference track is I actually so it's a 135 BPM, and I took more of a like a vibey Noisia song and just like warped it to my tempo and just slowed it down. So like when you're actually listening, it sounds all like stretched and gross and whatever, but it just gives it like a different feel,
Fuck yeah.
you know? And I don't know. I feel like there's like fun potential with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Especially if you're gonna, I mean, if you know you're just gonna have fun with it anyway, you can throw it like into even just like another channel with like a sampler to like have it follow, like envelope follow that stretch.
Sure.
So that it's just doing like weird squelchy stuff along with that, and then you just throw it back enough in the mix so that it's not like distracting.
Also, like it'd be pretty fun to like on your reference track just throw on like an infiltrator or motions or like some sort of multi-effects tool and just pick random presets to like run random shit through it and be like, oh, that's a cool sound, let me try and make something like that. Or I guess you just sample that exact sound.
Yeah.
You just resample someone's whole track.
Yeah, you could preset.
Put biome on the master, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, preset mash just through somebody else's song that you like, and then steal little spots. Because most likely there will be some shit that sounds really good, and you would never, ever know
Yeah.
that it came from that.
Right.
It just,
Oh, no one's ever gonna know.
but it is coming from like a good, like something that's already
mean,
good.
You're sampling.
You're sampling.
You're sampling.
You're sampling.
You could even like reverse the song as a whole too before the multi-effects tool just to make it a little more...
Yeah.
No.
Hell yeah.
Oh, never mind. That one's not allowed.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pitch it up.
Just do everything.
Nightcore.
To
Yeah,
it,
just do
honestly.
just
Break
annihilate
it as
it.
much as possible.
Exactly.
To the point that nothing resembles the original track, and then
Nothing resembles anything at all.
Oh, I want to try that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, just
one-
use the back mask.
One last,
Yeah.
because I feel like it feels like we're coming to an end. But one last little
We're well past an hour, yeah.
fun.
Oh, are we?
Cruising.
Hell yeah.
A fun thing I've been doing is putting a frequency shifter before my reverbs and delays, and just
Ooh.
slightly shifting the frequencies up, going into the reverb and the delay.
How much are we talking? Like 20 hertz or like even smaller?
20 hertz probably sounds
Reasonable-ish?
ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I would turn it up until it sounds weird, and then
Okay.
kind of try and hide it.
Nice.
back
nice.
off.
Turn
yeah.
it back down until
Yeah.
it hides it.
Cool.
But like in my head, it should just like literally kind of separate that reverb just slightly from that original thing, and potentially make your phase better and make it cleaner sounding.
That's honestly fucking genius. It reminds me of like the old guitar trick where
Fucking
people...
genius.
Yeah.
Fucking genius.
Or like just the old stereo trick where it's like you pan one thing hard left, one thing hard right, and you just slightly like pitch one up,
Yeah.
and then you have a Haas effect and a huge stereo. Like you're just doing that, but with your reverb. Like that's fucking sick. It's a good move. And you
This
said
might-
delays also?
Yeah.
This might be a dumb
Interesting.
question, but doing that doesn't affect like the, I guess, because it's like frequency oriented, but it doesn't take it like out of key or anything like that.
It does.
It does. But
Okay.
in a healthy enough
Just
way
barely.
where it's
And it's like microtonal.
Yeah.
It's
The
like,
world around us is not in key.
yeah.
So
Gotcha.
It's not
Yeah.
so
Like,
extreme where it's
fuck
like
that.
one semitone.
It's not gonna throw everything.
No,
off or
Yeah, yeah.
anything
no,
like that.
no, no.
Okay.
It'd be
just
far
gonna
less
add
than like
separation.
a semitone, like
It's-
one note on your piano.
It's basically the
Yeah.
detune when
Oh,
you're
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you
yeah.
are making something wide on a synth.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Any kind of
That's good.
just
I like that.
obscuring of the frequencies is just nice.
Yeah.
And the more you can vary it, like I would say, do that, but also then put a random on the amount that just slightly warbles it.
Yeah.
It'll sound even better.
You and your random.
I have everything.
It's the key.
So saucy.
It's the
the
fucking
sauce.
key.
I have
Yeah.
everything on some kind of pitch drift most of the time,
Yeah.
besides the drums, and even the drums, like the snares, slightly.
Even your sub. Interesting. See, that scares me. I
But
never do
sub
with the
is
sub.
a little more controlled. It's more of an 808 kind of decline. It's just gonna after some time go down. But if it's like a mid-range
Oh, but on
bass,
like an envelope, not like a wow.
yeah.
Okay.
More like an envelope. Now, if
Okay,
it's,
that's fair then.
if it's a Reese, then you have some choices to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's like once you get into the mid bass, then like everything's gonna have a little bit of detune.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warbling around.
I'm
like it went
always
through some tape.
wary about stuff like that because one of the biggest, hardest notes I got when I first was signing stuff was just like, yeah, some of this just stuff sounds like a little out of tone. It wouldn't be like the bassing contrary to
Out
like
of
some
tune?
other stuff. Yeah, they
Yeah.
would be like, this
Yeah.
is too far off the reservation. So like I had to dial back that creative process quite a bit when I was trying to like refine my technique.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's super fair. It's
Yeah.
really hard to like. I constantly don't even know if I'm doing my thing in key. I'm just kind of trusting my instincts that it sounds right.
That's good.
You know?
Well, like in my head at the time, I was like, it sounds good, but like I'm not really classically trained. So like to me,
Right.
it's just kind of just like it sounds like it fits, and it's not too crazy.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
specifically, one engineer was just like everything I kept bringing in was like 8 tracks, and they were just like, yeah, like we like all of this, but all of this needs to get fixed. And I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
just like a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, it does pay to know a little bit of theory so that you can make sure you're like in key for all that stuff.
Yeah.
'cause
You don't
there's-
even need to learn like that much theory.
No.
You can learn like
and not even
very
that much.
basics.
Not even that much needs to be like in key, but
Yeah.
like if you're playing an F as like your root, then you kind of like
start with an F or the harmonies. of F.
like there's some things that need to like align so that phase doesn't get like all weird and then you lose like the umph of the song. Like you
You'll
can
have
lose
the squishy
you can
sides.
lose transients. Yeah.
Yeah, what did you call them earlier? The smudgy sides?
Smudgy sides.
No, there's a better word.
Smeared.
Smeared.
Schmeared?
No.
Smeared.
It was right before you said smeared. Oh, I can't remember.
And no, you
Schmeagle?
said the squishy, and then he said
Squishy.
It wasn't squishy.
Oh, that's what you said.
That's what I
He
said. It was a
you had
good
the
word
squishy
for it. It's
bass
so
and
good.
then
Yeah, and it wasn't smeared. It was another.
Smushed?
I think it was S. No, I don't know.
Smushed. Might have been smushed.
No, it wasn't. It was a sillier word
Smeared.
than that.
Well,
Yeah.
we can go check
Well,
the tape, people.
Go check the tape. Run it back.
Folks,
And then
that's
comment on the YouTube channel.
that'll bring us to an end right there. Fucking episode 241.
We fucking did it.
Crazy McGreasy Dirty Disco.
Young Crazy McGee.
Um
Legend in the making.
fucking regular
Okay.
on this show at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He has
Here
earned
for
his,
it.
we're gonna have to get you like a pin.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Like some regulars
Yeah.
pins.
How many
That-
is
that
this?
would be
is this
fucking
4
legit.
with you or 5?
I think
think
this is
it's
5. If not
4.
4 or 5, right? Yeah.
4.
4.
Yeah, I think 4.
Oh, okay.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I was
That's good.
eager.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm down to come back anytime.
Hell yeah.
Pleasure as always. Down
sure.
for the pin, down for the talk.
Let's go.
Not much I'm not down for.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You got any shows coming up? Anything you want to plug?
I just had my last confirmed show of the year. However, I did get a really good booking already for next year. I'm going to
Hell
be
yeah.
playing Santa Fe Meow Wolf on direct support for
Oh.
Mantra.
For who?
Mantra.
Mantra.
Let's go.
He's signed to Justin
nice.
Martin's label in
Yeah.
Desert Arts.
Yeah.
So
Fuck yeah.
So I'll be on direct support at the Inside Meow Wolf for that and at the end of February.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And
Let's go, buddy.
possibly New Year's going to be doing something. We're talking about that to see. But other than that, just focusing on production, hopefully getting some stuff out there for the next year. I feel like I had a really good run this year of having, I think it was 10 songs and 1 re-release on a compilation.
It's a good year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good year.
So
Yeah.
super stoked with that. And the shows, Badger, Silver Bumpa.
Yeah. They're already planning Badger. If you guys don't know about Badger Bass Camp, it's a sweet little festival. It is mainly bass music, but they have a third stage that does not bass music.
And we're gonna do a live podcast from there.
We're going to do a live podcast.
No, a
No
recorded
way.
podcast from there.
All of us
You
are
should do it
playing.
live.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah, but we need a bunch of like networking gear to do it live.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's much easier just to
Make it
record
worth
shit.
their while.
Yeah, we can just bring the 2 cameras.
I mean, it would be fun just to literally record it all the way through, like it is a live show, and then just upload that like 15 hours as
Yeah.
just one video, and you just put it as a premiere.
I want to do a.
Gotta do live interviews with people.
I was just gonna say, yeah,
Right,
I want to do
right,
that.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
since we're homies with like most of the DJs, we can just be like, "So DJ, here's a really dumb question."
Yeah,
or
we can just
something.
walk
Like,
around with like an inflatable soda and be like, "Want to? Let's go."
Yeah, that'd be sick.
inflatable soda, sofa.
Yeah, that. There you go.
I was
That's what
imagining,
he
like-
said the first time, didn't he?
He did. I heard soda though.
I might
was
have said
imagining
soda.
like a big.
Yeah. Well, sweet dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. As always a fun talking. I feel like I learn so much when we chat every time and from watching the pod. So
Let's go.
guess just last thoughts. Make sure you're subscribed and tuned in.
Let's
That's right,
go.
guys. Go follow
Let's go.
Dirty Disco. Go follow anyone with 400 in front of their name.
Yep.
Except that there's one 400 account that's like some random dude.
Yeah, but it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Shout Jebediah Lang.
Shout out Jebediah.
Bye.
Bye.